Welcome back to another episode of the Kerrnel Does Feed the Beast. We are on the Trek Unleashed server, or Trek Ultimate server, Trek Ultimate Unleashed server. Either way, we're running the Trek. We're not running the Trek. We're running the Unleashed mod pack. I think we're currently at 1.1.3, and we are on the Trek server. I need to ask him if we are Trek Ultimate or Trek Ultimate Unleashed. I haven't really been clear on that. I think we just added the Unleashed to the end of it. Either way, welcome. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the episode today, so I took a look at our board. I didn't really want to get into a build, but I see that we still have the villager breeder, and I'm feeling not necessarily creative, but I think I'm in a manual labor mood, I guess you could say. So I'm not going to build the village breeder today, but it does bring to mind that we really do need to fix up the village. So the world gen for the village is kind of messed up a bit, so I want to clean it up a little. So I've started doing a little bit of work, and I realized that I really need to clear away a lot of cobblestone. And my pickaxe wasn't doing it for me, so I've come back here to pick up my hammer. A new hammer that I made. So this is my old one. And he is the beast. And he's very slow. We made this when we didn't really know what we were doing. We focused more on durability, and so speed suffered. We know better now. So I'm going to put him back. He's going to be a museum piece. And this is my new hammer. Big sexy. Yeah. So let me show you the stats on this bad boy. So I think we've kind of figured it out now. And so this is Little Sexy, and he's my pickaxe. Or she. Probably she. So Little Sexy, I made stonebound and put the haste and luck on there. So what happens when you make these is, at least with the hammer, the head will always determine the speed of the tool. And in the case of the hammer, it averages the speed between the two plates and the head. So I made the because I was focusing on speed, I don't care about durability. So I wanted to focus on speed. So I made all parts of the head. So the head and the two plates out of cobalt, which is the fastest mining speed of 11. So we start off with a base of 11 already. And then I made the handle out of, what did I make the handle out of? Ardite. And what Ardite gives you is Stonebound 2. Now Stonebound will take the durability, so as the durability decreases, so as you use up more durability, you mine faster. That's what Stonebound does to a hammer or even a pickaxe. So we don't really want a high durability, because what we're going to do is when we use Stonebound, we wait until the durability gets down as far as possible, and then we slap electricity on. And when we slap electricity on, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's an intended mechanic, but when you slap electricity on, it retains the durability. It stops the durability where it's at. So in this case, in Little Sexy, I got Little Sexy down as far as I could. So you can see we started with a 1600 durability, and we got down to 65. I slapped on the electric, and the mining speed was 22.7. So that was the mining speed when I put electric on, and it stays that way because the durability doesn't go down, it doesn't go up. And then when you use it, it draws off of EU, which is part of my suit, my nano and my quantum. I guess if you have just a nano suit, it would draw off your nano. So that's how you can mine as long as you have a charge in your suit, which at 10,000 EU is pretty much forever. So awesome, awesome. I love this pickaxe. So it's fast, and plus I put the redstone on it to increase the speed a little more, and I put some lapis on there and got some luck. So we got fortune 3. So this is an awesome pickaxe. So at the same time that I made that, I made Big Sexy, and unfortunately I haven't used him much. So he is at a mining speed of 15.9, and that is really after just using maybe 500, well, I guess it'd be, I don't know, 700 or so, 800 durability. But I've also got the redstone on there. So right now we've got a mining speed of about 16. And by the time we get down, we'll hopefully have we'll have mining speed in the 20s. And that'll be awesome. So again, we've got redstone on here, and we've got lapis, so we've got fortune 3. So if we're going through a dungeon or a strip mine or something like that, we'll max out on any of the gems, like diamonds and lapis and other things like that, because we've got the fortune 3. So we'll get the durability down as far as we can, and then slap electric on there. So I figure, since I need to clear away a lot of cobblestone, that we use Big Sexy and get some of that durability down at the same time. So around the base we are using brownstone. Where are you? Rough brownstone. And to make rough brownstone, you use liquid tin, which is not cheap, and you pour it onto gravel in the smelter bin. So it would be this guy here. So you melt all your tin, you throw a gravel block in here, and then you click it, the spout, and it'll drain in there, and what you get out of there is rough brownstone. And rough brownstone is kind of like a roadblock, and it makes you move fast, which is awesome. So what we're going to do is, at a point down the road, is extend this roadway into a bridge. We may end up using the drawbridge block. I would like to use a drawbridge block because that's kind of what it was intended for. Not necessarily for function, but it'll look nice. And the bridge will kind of come down here, and then we'll run the roadway, through here like a little marshy roadway or something. And here's where it will continue on. So we need to go through this. So when the world gen happened, I fixed up some of this over here. Oop, I missed the spot. So it kind of screwed up some things. So you can see I had to build around here. So this was built, this kind of spawned in weird. The roads kind of spawn in weird. And of course this thing was way up here. So now we've got a farm that's up in the middle of nowhere. I'll probably put some bars around here or some fencing and convert this into a nice, maybe a brick retainer wall or something. And so you can see this hill goes up here, and this road is kind of all weird. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig our way through, and we're going to keep the road at, level 65. I'm going to go all the way through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. That's right. Alright, that was pretty bad. I won't do that again, I promise. So it'll come out to here, and this will kind of be where the brownstone ends. And we'll extend this back out to attach the roads a bit, make it look nice. Probably add a couple more buildings, some other features at some point. You know, maybe make a silo over here, a grain silo. I don't know. Who knows? But we're gonna fix up the roadway around here. This is where the smelter used to be. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll build a monument or something. Lots of options. This part of the village looks to have spawned more or less okay. We'll build some stairs coming up here. But the focus right now today is for me to get through here so that we have a clear way all the way through. And we'll have to build some retainer walls. So let me do that. And maybe I'll play some tunes while we do that and just kind of fast forward through this. Make sure I'm in the middle here. Alrighty. See, you can see how fast that is, and that's with like 16 speed. So you can imagine how fast it'll be with like 20, 25. It'd be awesome. You know what? I don't even need to speed this up because I'm almost done. That's pretty awesome. Part of me thinks that we could build just a tunnel here. How awesome would that be? I'm using that word a lot today. So, so we build a tunnel, connect the roadway from up there over here, run it down the side so we have access to the farm here. That would be kind of cool, and then connect it up with the roadway over there. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. I do like that. Okay. So I won't bother clearing out this stuff up here, but I will continue to get through here. Thank God it's daytime. Oh, you dog! No! Come back! Oh, shoot. So as you can tell, we've had problems with villagers. More specifically, I think we've more had problems with zombies. Hey buddy. Hey buddy, let's go in your home. Please? Pretty please? Oh, man. I don't want to lose you too. We've only got one left, and the only reason we have you guys left is because you couldn't get out. And now I screwed that up. Nuts. I'll wait until dark because I know he's going to try and get into one of those houses when it's dark. Man, I can't believe I did that. Alright. Oh, so we are through to the other side. Wow, that was quick. I love it. Alright. So, do I want to extend it all the way out here? I think I do. But I don't think I have enough blocks, so this is obviously going to take a while. We may not, well, we're definitely not going to finish it this episode, that's for sure. But just to kind of give you an idea what we're going to do, I will probably come back. So this might be a project that, you know, we'll peek in on every once in a while. We'll record some footage and sneak in the middle of an episode. Say, here's what we're doing with the village. That might be neat. That might be very neat. So, and we're using half slabs here. I don't see a reason to use the full blocks since we can get I think we can get more out of the half slabs if I'm not mistaken. So we'll use 3, yeah, so we get 6. So we don't need to use the full blocks. We'll probably use them when we do some stairways. Yeah, we can't build stairs with these. So that is what we'll do. So I can use Big Sexy here too. Oops. See, and that is where most of the zombies came from before I went down and lit that up a little earlier. Is they were coming from the caves below. I've restricted their access a bit, so they can't do that anymore. But we still have not completely lit things up on the upside over here, so that's another thing we'll have to work on. So we are sufficiently lit now. There we go. So we'll build the roadway out, and we'll probably turn this stuff into brick to make it look nice. And we will probably leave this as stone and replace the dirt with stone just to kind of make it look urban. If you can make a village like this look urban. Oh man, I don't really want to dig through here, but I need the appetite. Oops. So I can come back and finish this later. Oops. So I wanted to just kind of get through that part. So this will kind of be a short episode. Well, maybe not, because I did want to show you an improvement I made to my DJ system. And if you recall in the last episode that we did with the DJ system, or I guess it was the only episode that we did with the DJ system, we had put a chandelier in the ceiling, and we had put in a playlist. And what I didn't realize, or what I found out, as I'm sitting on bass, I kept hearing the same songs repeat over and over, a lot more frequently than I thought I would. And I also didn't hear some of the other CDs, and I was wondering, why is that? And then it dawned on me. When you use a hopper, it actually doesn't, it's not like a first in, last out kind of deal. So it doesn't cycle through each of the slots. It uses the first slot. So if there's something in the first slot, it'll empty it. And it'll continue emptying whatever's in the first slot. So probably we'll never get to the second or third or fourth or fifth slot in the hopper. So, made a few changes. First of all, I put a disco ball in. So this is a glass bell. And if you right click a glowstone in there, it turns into an awesome little disco ball. So that's kind of cool. So here's what I did. I put in these hoppers, so it's tight quarters in here. So here's the jukebox, and it's got mall in there. So this hopper is the same hopper that we had before, and it's going directly down. So what I did was I filled up the other slots, since they will never be used, with something else. And then I stuck the disc into slot 1. And then I did the same thing with this one. Actually, was that the top one? Yeah. So I did that with this one. It's got 13 in there. And I filled it up with nonsense. Now I had to alternate from stone to cobblestone, otherwise stone would have, you know, gone back through into the first one. So I alternate, each one is stone, cobblestone, just as filler. So it's not going to be random, but it will be a playlist, and it will play all of the discs. And then we wrenched the export bus from going into the first hopper into going the one at the end of this chain. So now they're all kind of flowing through. So when we get the redstone pulse to empty the jukebox, so it goes back into the AE system, then the first slot, this disc will drop down, and then this hopper will feed into that first hopper with this disc. And then this one will feed this disc into this hopper. And then the disc that's in the AE system will go into the last hopper in the chain, and it will just continue to cycle through. And it works great. Very happy with it. Although I may have to increase the duration, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about that, because I think there's one tune that actually goes longer than 5 minutes, which was surprising to me. Unfortunately, we can't hear the music over at the village. Oop, nuts. Pay attention. There we go. So you couldn't enjoy the music on this episode, and because Big Sexy was so fast, I bet he gets that a lot. Big Sexy was so fast, we didn't even have to do a slow speed up any footage, so we couldn't really do a music overdub. So I think that's where we're going to end this episode, and we'll try and piece in some progress as we make it through doing the village and other things around the base in future episodes. So hopefully we'll have that looking really nice. So that's going to be a long-term project to fix the village up, and then once the village is fixed up and we've secured it from the zombie hordes, then we will finally build the zombie spawner. Or not the zombie spawner, the villager spawner. Breeder! Oh my lord. So, I hope you learned something. No, there was nothing to learn. I didn't do anything to teach you anything. Nothing significant. So anyway, we're going to end the episode here, and hopefully join us back on the next episode. Take care.